few days ago, I received a message from Phil informing me of a little hobby flea market that was happening here in Berlin, and I knew I had to go, obviously. I love going to flea markets, I love thrifting, I love buying secondhand stuff and having a little rummage through all of the treasure. You know, sometimes people have great deals there, or you find like really obscure stuff that nobody has, or you can't find in any stores. And also it's a good opportunity to connect with your local community, meet some friends, and have a coffee. So definitely had to go. And man, it was really good. There were so many cool things. When I went, I didn't have like huge expectations. I was mostly going just for the fun of it, but I ended up buying quite a few things, including some crazy deals that I definitely didn't expect. I even had a personal redemption story. I'll tell you all about it. So come with me and we'll unpack this haul. Immediately when arriving, I was greeted by these big tables full of minis and bags. Look at this big bits box that someone had. You could just go in here and pick some bits that you liked. I found this crazy robot chicken someone had kit bashed earlier. There was this Manfred von Karstein that was just sitting up here. Someone had already set him aside. This is Marvin showing off his candy cane elves. Really fun, like Santa's little helpers. Ah man, it was so good meeting everyone. Here's some amazing stuff that Marvin was selling, including some Kingdom Death stuff, and some Trench Crusade terrain, this cool cabinet, lots of dice, lots of paints, awesome stuff. Flo was there as well, really nice to see him. We had a little chat. Look at this amazing bony box skater trophy he made. He was selling lots of amazing kit bash tanks and little dioramas. I love this blight drone that he made. So good. This really cool dreadnought. Marvin had gotten 2 of Flo's amazing kit bash minis. We had a great conversation about Flo's minis and how cool we both thought they were. And as you can see, the space isn't huge. It was just this room and a second room. Flo also was selling random bits and minis from this box for 50 cents or less. And of course, he got some treasure as well. Now let's take a look at what I got. So first up is this Merlin's Erben, or Merlin's Heir. I had never heard of this before. It's some board game. I got this for 8 euros. And I love this cover art. These wizards just going at it. This weird Gollum Arthur creature. And opening it up, I was completely mesmerized by the artwork of this. Look at this beautiful rulebook with these arcane glyphs and sigils and these beautiful large initials as well. Love those. The guy selling this said that the game was alright, but mostly I wanted it for the board. So let's take a look at that because this is really, really amazing. It's quite large, it's thick cardboard and it was in really good condition for being secondhand. And when you open it up, look at this. There's this tree in the middle and it's like in a arcane forest clearing, and there's all these beautiful stones and it is illustrated in this wonderful style. I love it. I love the cast shadows and the pale moonlight and the almost monochrome design. I need to find out where this came from. These are some character cards that were included, and all of these illustrations are so beautiful. I think I would like to use this maybe as like a special sort of tarot maybe, but you could use these for D&D or other role-playing games, or maybe like make up your own little card system. Like look at this beautiful illustration, and it's very thick cardstock as well, and they're printed from both sides. And there's the second deck, thinner cardstock with some moons on the back, and I think these are like ingredients for spells maybe. There's a lot of them and they are also just mesmerizing. Look at these artifacts. Like you could use these as handouts in your role-playing campaigns. If you put this in front of a player when you play D&D, that's gonna be so good. It's so beautiful. I am really, really happy I found this, and I need to find out more about this. So if you've ever heard of this game, please let me know. Also included were these little cards. They're the same as the big ones, but they have these little plastic slaughter bases so you can stand them up. presumably to move around the board. And then these little wooden playing figures, I'm assuming these are supposed to be like fat wizards with big heads. I love it. And these very, very pretty oversized wooden dice with runes and decorative elements around the numbers. Very, very pretty. Love that. Next up, something that I got for free, the Dungeons & Dragons miniatures game. This is a D20 system. I hadn't heard of this. I know the board game, but Wizards apparently also at some point made a miniatures game. And these are the quick start rules for that in German. There's a little card in here with what appears to be like a stat block for a gargantuan black dragon or a great worm. You could feasibly maybe use this for D&D. I don't know how useful that would be. But yeah, so apparently in this game you were supposed to get some miniatures. There was like a wood elf and an orc and a D20. And then this booklet explains how the game works and kind of how you position yourself and move around and how combat works. Really interesting. Also, hadn't heard of that before. Inside was also this gargantuan black dragon scenario booklet. So this lets you play through different scenarios with your friends, maybe. Please let me know if you know anything about it. What I really wanted it for was this. There's a beautiful battle map inside, and I didn't open this up until I got home, actually. And I was really surprised by how large it is. It is beautifully illustrated, once again. Man, they don't make them like this anymore. I hate to say it, but it's just true. Look at this wonderful, detailed illustration, and it's a good quality print. Like, the paper is very glossy and thin. I would like it to be more matte, but hey, this was for free. There's a colossal red dragon rules and scenarios pack as well. And this one features a giant lava-filled cavern, full of gold in the middle. And it's double-sided. On the other side, the gold pile is even larger. I do not envy the illustrator who had to draw all of those gold coins. So yeah, happy with those. I also found some Underworlds dice, if you're a fan of Warhammer. They have a little board game / skirmish game called Underworlds, and these are the dice. I know these are quite expensive because I actually bought some of them back when I was still playing Underworlds. And you know, you never know, we might play it again sometime. I've got a lot of the old editions, so some extra dice can't hurt. I know my friend Josh will love those. And from the bits box, I actually got some bits myself. These are wooden docks and gangways and planks, and I love these for kit bashing, or you know, when you're playing like Frostgrave or Warcry, you can connect different buildings with each other. There's even some little fishies on this one. And I love the detail even on the underside, so these will definitely come in handy for lots of different projects. And they're quick to paint up, just some dry brushing and you're good to go. There was also a boat, and you know, I can't resist a little boat. I'm just a sucker for them. So really nice bits. And then I also got these two terror turkeys. They're from the Warcry, I don't know, like Chaotic Beasts, I think they're called. There's quite a lot of them, but they're very expensive and I never ended up buying them, so I was happy to pick these up for a very good price. I think these were €1 each. And then I found these guys, super happy with these. This is also Warcry. These are from a warband called the Iron Golem, and I always liked the look of the warband, but I didn't want to paint so many models. So having the option to just pick 3 of them was really, really nice. I even found this guy's arm that was missing, so he's complete now. And they're already glued, so yeah, this is a perfect little group to throw into a D&D game. I found this piece from a Caradron Overlord's flying machine, and it's got these bombs, and I thought maybe I could kit bash my own artillery witch for Trench Crusade. Oh yeah, and I picked up this man trap from an Underworld's warband as well. This was from Flo's 50 cents box. I think this was sculpted by Tine Fieldling or Miscast or both of them. And I got this egg featuring a human face. Flo told me this was apparently some other creator. And I got this little snail missing an eye as well. Really cute. So happy with those random bits. I did end up buying this toad. I was told this is a Wilhelm Miniatures tote. I didn't fact check that, so please correct me in the comments if it's not right. But I love the paint job on this guy, and Marvin gave me a good price. He also gave me this piece of fake moss that used to be decoration on his wedding table, and I'll use that for like photography, which is where this piece of wood that Flo gave me will come in handy as well. Really, really pretty. You could maybe use this in a D&D encounter, put it in the middle, have like a face circle around it. Now this is what I'm really excited about. I found an Ionis Cryptborn fully assembled, and I have history with this model because I pre-ordered this when it came out, wanting to convert it into a Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon. And that was before the Vordry kit got remade, but my pre-order never ended up arriving, so I cancelled the order and never bought it. And now I have one, and it's already been converted. The original owner had this head on it, but I found the original head in the huge bit box, which is crazy. So I'm so happy to have the whole dragon assembled, and there's already a Vampire Lord on the back, so I don't even have to remove the Stormcast guy. All the work's already been done for me. And this guy cost me 15 euros, if you can believe it. I think the kit's like 120 bucks if you buy it from Games Workshop, and it's a pretty new kit, so super happy with that. Let me know if you prefer the left or the right head, though that is pure interaction bait because I'm gonna pick the right one. Next up is the only thing I really paid some actual money for. This is something very special from Kingdom Death. If you've never heard of this is like a board game that had a very successful Kickstarter a few years ago, and they do these exclusive pinup models, and I've always wanted to try painting one of these. As you can see, there's only 500 of these Hunt Reenactment Phoenix models in existence, and the whole packaging was such a joy to unbox. I love all of the design thought that went into this. There's a little two-piece base with a beautiful symbol on the bottom. Really stoked to have this because Kingdom Death models are not easy to come by. So let's actually take a look at the model itself. And keep in mind that this is a pin-up, so obviously it's very sexualized and not realistic. It's got some anime proportions, and you can see here the head as well. This is like an anime style character, as are all the promotional figures for the game. The actual board game looks different. I love the character illustrations on these little cards. So beautiful. I don't know who the artists are for Kingdom Death, but they do a fantastic job. This one's a little bit more risky, maybe, but hopefully YouTube won't mind. Look at this packaging. I really appreciate a good unboxing packaging experience, so really happy I have that now. And gonna try my best on rendering some smooth gradients on the skin for this one and try to replicate the artwork from that card. And the last thing I got was actually a gift from Marvin. He gave me this bottle of Black 3.0 by Stuart Semple. If you've never heard of this, it's a very matte, very black paint. There was a whole dispute, very famous internet drama between Anish Kapoor and Stuart Semple. Anish Kapoor originally created Vanta Black, and this is supposed to be an alternative for that, so excited to try it out. I managed to shave. That must mean I'm getting better, right? Right? I was actually interrupted mid-shave by my dad, who called me, and that reminded me that we still needed to book tickets to go to Spiel Essen, which is like a huge gaming tabletop and miniatures convention here in Germany. If I understand correctly, it is now the official place for Golden Demon, the most prestigious miniature painting competition in all of the lands. It's the official Games Workshop one. I remember, check this out. Check this out. Citadel Painting Workshop Compendium in German. This is very old. I got this gifted to me when I was a kid, and I love it very dearly. I also have this heavy metal companion masterclass book. It's got like painting tutorials inside. It also has this page with Golden Demon entries. This shit was so inspiring. when I was little. They look kind of, by today's standards, these aren't that great. They're still awesome. So Golden Demon has been a big part of my hobby life from the start, and a big aspiration. Nowadays standards are so crazy. I don't know if I would ever stand a chance of winning anything, but I would really like to enter just to have that opportunity. I won't be able to enter this year because I won't make the deadline, but hopefully next year I'll have the opportunity, and then that could be like a little video series getting something ready for like entering into Golden Demon. I know Louise from Rogue Hobbies will be at Spiel Essen. She'll also be at Camping Kit Bash, and I will be attending a workshop with her that is so fucking cool. Man, she's like one of my biggest hobby heroes. I love her YouTube channel. I loved her painting tutorials when she was still working for Games Workshop. Can't wait to learn from her. If you're gonna be at Spiel Essen, please find me, come say hello. I would love to. Yeah, I'll film some there if I'm allowed to. Such good stuff. I'm so excited. This thing? That's crazy. What is this even? Where did this come from? I never saw this before. I never heard about this. I love all of it. And I now finally have my Ionus Cryptborn already converted. Really cool stuff. Evil spirits will tell you that your pile of shame is already big enough and you don't need to add any more projects to it. I say make your own destiny. You get to decide how much is too much. And I think as long as you're like actively doing something with the stuff that you buy and you're actually making an effort to get it all done, it's cool. You know, maybe don't hoard like unopened boxes of 40k in your basement until your shelves collapse. Like I've seen that, we've all seen the videos on YouTube. I think you know what I'm talking about. I think at that point you might have a problem, and I think hoarding in the hobby can be an issue. Like generally it does happen and it is a real thing. I think I'm okay. I've got this wardrobe here and like 2 IKEA shelves, and that's my miniature storage. If I get to the point where I can't fit stuff in there, then I'm done. Like I need to make some space. I did tell myself definitely next year when they repeat the flea market, I want to go and I want to set up my own booth and sell some stuff. Maybe I could sell some of my dice. Oh man, I need to show you the dice. Check out my fantastic bag by Aaron Littany. Ooh, God, I love it. And inside, I've got my dice boxes. These are all for Camping Kit Bash, which is now in 3 days. I can't believe it's happening so soon. I don't feel ready yet. I still have 5 more dice baggies that I could theoretically fill up. Yeah, thanks Phil for inviting me to the flea market, and everyone there for being so lovely and giving some of your old stuff back to the community so it finds a new home. I think it's really important. Like I said before, hoarding can be a real issue. One of the guys there who was selling some old Warhammer stuff, he was telling me he recently got into Malifaux, and because he's playing this new game system, he's getting rid of some old Warhammer stuff. I think that's like a really healthy way to approach this. So I will definitely next year be selling off some of my old stuff. Any kind of thing where I'm like, I don't think this is gonna get used in any project anytime soon. I've got some old stuff. But I think I'm getting pretty good at like getting stuff done quickly. In that spirit, actually, fuck it. I don't want to repaint this because I think the paint job is already amazing. I do want to base it though, because it's not on a round base and all my minis are on round bases. So 60 mil round base seems perfect. Let's get this guy glued and put some texture paste on there just to get it done. Sending the toad, sending the toad, gluing the toad, and putting some paste on the base, some paste on the base. Okay, There he is. I managed to put him on a little base, and now he'll fit with all of my other stuff. I'll let that dry overnight. Oh, got some shit on my fingers. Just washed my hands. I'll let that dry overnight and, you know, a little wash, a little dry brush, and then painting the base rim black, and he'll be done and ready to play with. The whole process is gonna take like 5 minutes in total, but if I didn't do it now, who knows how long this toad would have been sitting on my desk, just like those other unfinished little projects that I just finished in a previous video. So maybe that's a lesson here. If you've got like little tiny projects that can be finished in less than 10 minutes, just do them now, get them over with. It might even be helpful to take like a single day where you have like nothing else planned and just use that to like tidy up and finish a bunch of little projects that you have accumulated over the years. And I know you have. I know you've got some. Don't lie to me. I asked Phil and Stefan if they could send me little videos of their hobby hauls. So here you go. You can see what Phil got. First of all, he got some dice and stickers from me, as well as a board game, some dire wolves, a bunch of random minis from HS Sigmar, and whatever this is. And here's all the stuff that Stefan got. He was actually in that bits box for hours. I don't even know where to start. I mean, he's definitely got his money's worth of bits. Looks like he's also got some Cursed City characters, and he's packed it all up very neatly. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Again, when you're seeing this, I'm already at Camping Kit Bash, hopefully having the time of my life. I will definitely make videos there, so look forward to those. And I got so many other things planned, too many things, too much going on. I love doing this. I love having these little check-ins with you guys and reading your comments. It's been lovely. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, send it to a friend, spread the word, share the hobby. And as always, don't forget to be kind and make some awesome stuff. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.